You know, it's interesting. I'm going to focus on video because that's what today's about. But I think if it were a broader conference, I might talk about video anyway. And here's why. I think as a general rule, venture capitalists like industries where things are moving kind of up and to the right, which I think video falls squarely into. We also like businesses that are very, very ripe for disruption. And have lots of kind of things that suck about them, which I think video has. And I think last year I said on the same stage, you know, a theory of investing is things that suck will go away, and find the folks that are going to disrupt that and change it. I think that video has that in spades, especially vis-a-vis the consumer experience. So, and also on the enterprise level, and I can talk about both. So, so on the framework of things that suck will go away, on the consumer side, I think there are a couple of things going on that are really difficult in video, and offer a lot of opportunity for new companies, investments, things that we do. I think that discovery is a real problem. It's crowded. There's a lot of not such great, I have to remember, this is primetime TV, right? I have to keep my primetime TV language on. Okay, so there's a lot of really not such great stuff out there mixed in with the good stuff. It's very hard to find. And no one, particularly not sort of the 800-pound gorilla, YouTube has done a really good job of helping. It basically functions as a search engine still. And
a really bad one.
I mean, really, yeah, it really does. And so if you don't know what you're looking for on YouTube, the chances of you really finding something you absolutely love without having it been shared by a friend, which that they're good at, is not so high. And with all that we know about someone when they come to a website now, how can that possibly be? I mean, just how can that possibly be? So we are looking at a lot of companies that will, I think, do this better, or will help other companies do this better. I can throw out some names, companies like Shelby TV, which just sort of pivoted. A couple people are nodding in the room, kind of a hot startup in New York City. Waywire, another sort of soon-to-be hot, I think, startup in New York City that is trying to solve the discovery problem and also integrate more of a the social media function into the video viewing experience. And I'm not talking about everybody watching a video at the same time. We all know that didn't actually work out that well. You know, Hot Potato, we had someone from Daily Motion go on to Hot Potato. I mean, you know, just didn't work out all that well. I'm talking about actually video recommendations based on your social network, very sophisticated video recommendations based on your social network. So sort of solving this problem of discovery, I think, is really an interesting white space now. Another white space, I think, is access. How do you watch your video, right? Like, you know, I mean, we have a lot of very confusing solutions out there in the marketplace. We have the over-the-top solutions, we have streaming solutions. None of them have all of the content. So it's a it's like a devastating consumer experience to try to kind of figure out how to watch what they want to watch when they want to watch it. And so also in this framework of things that suck will go away, eventually I do think the market will rationalize and you will be able to, for a price, for watching an ad, for some payment to someone, you will be able to watch what you want when you want it on the device that you want to watch it on. That is my hope. I may be too old to ever see that happen, but I truly believe that that will happen. Because it really sucks right now. Suck is okay word for primetime TV. So it really sucks right now. And it's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. And we look at companies like Aereo. Believe me, we see them all. They all march the war for them. Aereo, you know, Diller invested in it, right? Is that the one he invested in? Yeah. Aereo, Tivoli, these Harvard kids now. I don't know if anyone read the New York Times earlier this week. Genius, right? They're like, I want cable at Harvard. Okay, I'll build it. Like, cool, right? I mean, you know, it's so hard to get access to what you want in video that it just has to change. I mean, I know that's very sort of big picture without going into too many of the details, but there are companies that are cropping up that are trying to change that.
Well, I want you to hold that thought and tell us in a second what some of your favorite own investments have been recently.
Okay.
But before we get there,
I'm not done with things that suck.
okay,
Can I
suck?
do one more thing that sucks?
Yeah.
The other thing that sucks is, I think, just the usage experience kind of sucks. And I think that...
I mean the basic user experience?
Yeah, like sitting through a half a minute ad sometimes, and then like 4 minutes of like whatever. I mean, it's ridiculous. So that I think will change. I think that Twitter, I'm fascinated by Vine. Has anyone downloaded Vine? Fascinating. I think they shut it down because there's porn on it. Roland and I are familiar with that problem.
They shut the porn down.
But
explain that.
oh, so you know, it's when you run a user-generated service, which like Dailymotion or Twitter, it is very difficult to capture bad actors. Let's just put it that way. And people upload all kinds of things that are sort of inappropriate for prime time.
We should explain what Vine is for those who haven't used it yet.
It's so cool. Well, go ahead.
You do it.
No. I mean, I've only used it a little bit, but it's basically like short videos uploaded.
6 seconds.
They're so short and they loop, and it's like utterly fun.
It's got a nice user interface thing that the video is only captured when you press the screen of your iPhone or Android, which means you can create cool little animated shorts. It's fun. You should try and use it.
Yeah. Anyway, it's very fun. It's very beautiful. It's Flipboard-like in its interface, or Pinterest, depending on which thing you like better. It's gorgeous. It's fast. It's fun. It's furious. It's like maybe this is the Instagram for video. I don't know. It's very fun.
So our host is suggesting I must get us off stage in 2 minutes.
Okay.
So tell me what your favorite investment are recently.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk about M&A activity?
Let's go straight
M&A
to favorite
activity
investment.
sucks in the video sector. We all hope for Tremor's IPO. Okay.
Just very briefly, very briefly, what's the exit strategy at the moment?
Exit is M&A, not IPO right now.
Okay.
The IPO market is not so healthy. I'm hoping that changes. We're hoping Tremor goes out big. Brightcove kind of fizzled, whatever. Yeah. So in the video market, and there haven't been very large $100 million plus, kinds of exits of video, with some exceptions in the room.
Brag about your investments.
No, I made an investment based on it was a little bit things that suck. It's finance news for women. It's very content oriented. It's called Daily Worth. We invested based on the founder, who we adore, but this is an advertising group. Basically, advertisers can't reach women who make over $100,000. Almost impossible to do.
Why not?
Because there's no specific vehicle for them. And this was that, and they're just rocking because they have an audience. They have an email subscription base of 500,000 women.
Well, explain what they actually do.
Oh, they send a daily newsletter of women with how should you hire very sophisticated advice. You have to have
how do I hire my
net
nanny?
worth. No, nothing to do with kind of being a woman. Yeah. Having to do with sort of a woman bent on how you hire a financial advisor, how you read the quarterly reports from your financial advisor. Women, this is one where it's up and to the right. Women are going to control 2/3. Predicted of all sort of net worth in the United States by 2030 or something like that. It's kind of scary, kind of true, I think. Kind of scary in that it's such a big seismic shift in demographics, and kind of fabulous, actually. And no one is teaching them how to deal with money in a woman's voice. Fortune doesn't talk to them, Forbes doesn't talk to them, no one talks to them, Daily Worth talks to them. Advertisers love it, they have all the major advertisers, Schwab. Okay, that's my commercial for Daily Worth. So women in the room who make a lot of money, subscribe.
Good luck with Daily Worth.
Thank you.